What up, Winbush here, and today we're going to take a look at AccuFACE. It's an AI-driven plugin that will allow you to use any video that you have. You can upload it to iClone and be able to get the facial motion capture onto your 3D character using only your video. So before we dive into the plugin, let me actually show you some results that I just recently got using AccuFACE. I wanted to try this one out using the black t-shirt here to give a high contrast with the background there. I know I look a little high. I have all these lights shining in my face, but I wanted to give myself an optimal chance to get the best resolution possible when running these tests. Now, as for my setup, as you can see right here in the video, I actually have a blank wall here in my house. And so I just got two lights shining on the wall to just brighten it up so I could get complete contrast between me and the wall. And then for my camera, which is actually just an iPhone 11, I have a ring light that I got for pretty cheap, but I have that there shining a light on me. And it's just going to help me get an optimal recording for AccuFACE. So now that you saw how I recorded my video, let's actually take a look inside of iClone 8 to see how to hook up AccuFACE. Now, inside of here, you actually want to come up here to the top left where it says plugins, and I'm going to turn on Motion Live. So I'm going to click on this right here, and this is going to bring up Motion Live. You can see under face, we have AccuFACE, but when I click on it, it's not going to connect it to anything. As you can see right here, it gave us the failed to connect. So I'm actually going to hit cancel on here, and then I'm going to hit my Windows button on my keyboard so that I could come over here to the AccuFACE app. It's actually a separate app that you launch separately. And once you do, this is the screen that's going to come up. So now if I click on AccuFACE, you can see it actually connected, but you saw it went off the screen there as well. And that's because right here in the top right, you actually want to click on this where it says Windows always on top. And now no matter where I click, this is always going to stay on top. So the first thing we want to do is come over here to where it says video. And this is going to bring up your Windows Explorer or your File Explorer. And you can see right here all the different examples that I recorded. But I'm going to stick with this one here, the vertical one, because I found that the vertical format actually gave me really good results. So once we have this loaded in, the next thing we want to do is actually do the facial motion capture calibration. So down here in the bottom right, you can see that it says Calibrate facial capture. I'm going to click on this. Let me move this over to the side. And right here is where you're going to set up your calibration. So neutral face, I'm going to set my example right here, or set my expression. You can hit S or click the button. Then I'm going to scroll through the video right here. Brow raised, same thing. Set expression. Move over a little bit to where I have my brows down, like there. Set expression. And then I'm just going to try to find something that matches the brown inner rays in there. So somewhere around maybe right there. Hit set expression. Now if I exit this out, you can see under calibration status, it says full. Now you'll notice the resolution says 720 by 1080. I did record my video at 4K, but then I compressed it down to 720 because 4K actually didn't give me that good of results. But if you did like HD or 720 HD, it actually gave you really good results there. And in the documentation, it even says to do so. And even with my frame rate, I did it at 30 frames per second. When I recorded at 60, it was okay, but 720/30 actually gave me the best results. Now, this is just going to be raw right here, but let me get this started up and showing you my results. So before I do that, right here where I have my character under face, I want to left click right here, turn on AccuFACE, and now you should see the preview button pop up. Now, if I click on preview and play this through, let's actually see the results that we're going to get. So let me actually move this over a little bit here. Let me move my character over, and now I'm going to hit play. I wanted to try this one out using the black t-shirt here to give a high contrast with the background there. I know I look a little high. I have all these lights shining in my face, but I wanted to give myself an optimal chance to get the best resolution possible when running these tests. Now you can see there, the results were okay, but it could be a lot better. And that's where just coming through and messing with some of these attributes is really going to come through. So right here under strength, I'm actually going to come down here. And I noticed that my cheeks kind of puffed out a lot. So if I come down here under cheek, I'm just going to turn this down maybe to about 20, somewhere around there. And then also my eyeball, I'm just going to raise this up a bunch. And this is all going to be just trial and error, right? So even with my eyelid, I could bring this down a little bit. And you're just going to kind of play around with it until you find the best results there. And I think that's probably going to do it for right now. So let me actually run that through again. But you can see we're actually getting a lot better results there. So I'm pretty happy with how that's looking, but we can still get the mouth to actually do a lot better here. So in order to do that, right here where it says audio for Viseme track, I'm just going to click this on. And this is actually going to use AI to pull the speech, and it's going to give us a text doc, and we can actually tell it what I'm actually saying in there, and that's going to wield us to a lot better results. But before I do that, I'm actually going to come up here to auto blink, and I'm going to put it on normal just because I felt like it helped me out a lot there, just having a natural blink in there as well. So let me come through down here, and I'm actually going to record this track. It's going to record it, and then the AI is actually going to give us a text doc, in which I'll show you here in a moment. Okay, so now that that's done, you can see it says converting speech to text, and I'll show you exactly what this does. Now, when we recorded that, it's actually going to record all the facial motion capture to our character there, so we no longer need any of the motion live or the AccuFACE stuff open. So as you can see right here, I just have my character and my timeline. So if I come down here to where I have my character, actually, you can see we have this down arrow, and if I left click on this, you can see that we have a track called Viseme. I'm going to left click on this, and this is going to give us our audio track down here. So let me actually scroll this through, and you can see that we have everything just baked in here already. Let me actually make this full, fit the window. There we go. So we can see everything that's motion captured in there. And let me actually go from a starting point to right before I start speaking, not with the calibration stuff. So right there, I'm going to make my start clip, and then right here, I'm going to bring my end clip. And then I'm just going to go to the beginning here where I have my start clip. And I'm going to come down here under Viseme, and you can see we have like our audio wavelength in here. You can see that we have some red words in here, and these are the ones that the AI couldn't figure out what I was saying. So if I double click on it, it's going to bring up this separate window called AccuLIPS. This is actually the wave clip that it pulled, and underneath here, you can actually see where each word is going to go. And so down here, like we have these red words right here. Like if I hit the dash there for t-shirt, now you can see that it's white right here where it says hi right there. So you just go through here and actually type out what you exactly said, which I'm going to do right now. So this is the exact dialogue that I said. I have everything laid out how I want it. So from here, once you go through and make everything correct, you're just going to click on the line. And now that should align everything to your track there. You can see it has everything aligned to your wavelength. And once you're happy with it, you're just going to click on apply. And now down here, whenever I go through and play it, now you can see that we're actually getting really good motion track on the lips because it knows exactly what I want to say. So that's how you use AccuFACE inside of iClone. But to take it to the next level, usually any type of body gesture is going to really accentuate what you're saying in your face. And so in order to do that, I actually just used some motion capture that was supplied by iClone 8. So if you're looking here inside of your animations that you might already have inside of iClone, it's as easy as just selecting your character. Make sure that you have it selected, and then right here, like I have this animation right here where it says stand and chat. You can actually just left click, drag it onto your character. So now if I click play, you can see it still has my facial animation, and then it also has the body motion capture here as well. So this is a way that you can actually combine both your body motion capture with the facial motion capture and get really, really good results. So that's basically it in a nutshell. Hopefully this is something that you guys could take and kind of run with it. I've just been using it for about a week now, and I've been having a blast. I can't wait to put this into the current video game that I'm working on with Fortnite and just see how I can really take my characters to that next level. So if this is something that helped you out, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Helps me out here. Leave me a comment down below. Maybe show me some of the projects that you're making with AccuFACE. And until next time, stay fresh, keep creating, and I'll catch you in the next video. I'll see you soon. Take care.